This is not a joke, this is a real product. Meet the TinyPod, an Apple Watch case that turns your Apple Watch into an iPod. The more I think about this product, the crazier it seems that this actually exists. Because this product does not make any sense, but it also totally makes sense to a lot of people. Okay, so let's unbox it first. The TinyPod obviously does not come with an Apple Watch included in the box. I added this before. There's nothing pretty much else that comes in the box. It's just the case itself. It obviously does not come with a charger because you simply, charge it just like that with your standard Apple Watch charger. And that's pretty much it for the unboxing experience. The packaging itself is awesome. TinyPod, you've got live different instead of think different in the back. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So, all right, so this is the TinyPod itself. Let me show you a quick hands-on. So as you can see, you've got the power button and the digital crown right here. You've got the back right here is some speaker holes. And then this right here is the actual keypad itself. And as you can see, it actually fully works. It is actually quite snappy and works surprisingly well. Now, TinyPod exists because the Apple Watch is such a capable device that can do so many things. The Apple Watch is technically a phone and doesn't need to be on your wrist, or at least that's what TinyPod thinks. So the button itself is clicky, so you can click on it and it goes from the home screen to the lock screen. You've got Apple Pay as well if you want that, or even just the wallet app or control center. Now the buttons themselves work extremely well. If you hold on it, you can obviously activate Siri. What's the weather like today? It gives you the weather and you can actually scroll through it, which is cool. If you tap on the side button, you'll activate control center. Now TinyPod has a bunch of components making this happen because what it's basically doing inside is basically when you turn the wheel, it will actually turn the digital crown within a mechanism. Let me show you the way that it works. So if you lift this up right here, you can get your Apple Watch out. And this is pretty much it. As you can see, when you turn the wheel, this wheel actually starts turning, and it's exactly what makes the digital crown turn as well. Now, since the Apple Watch has haptic feedback, the TinyPod will also start vibrating as well. This is my first call ever on the TinyPod. Whoop.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Is the mic quality good?
Yeah, it's great.
So fun fact, you can actually turn the wheel and the wheel will actually turn up and turn down the volume from the TinyPod itself. Robert, thank you. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Boom. You turn it off. Now, something that is so gimmicky is this button right here because you can't actually tap on it. This is just for pure decoration. As you can see, like this is the old iPod Classic. The wheel worked that you could tap on it and it would open, right? This button doesn't work. So if you want to open this app, you have to full on tap on it and this won't do anything, but the scroll wheel just works so well. Now, something that is definitely underrated about the Apple Watch is the ability to connect with AirPods. And with the TinyPod, it's clearly not an exception. The TinyPod in a fun way turns your Apple Watch into an iPod, and the Apple Watch has 32 gigs of storage. So technically you don't need your phone to stream all of that music. And with AirPods, you've got the freedom to just disconnect for a day or just go on a hike with your TinyPod and your AirPods. You can obviously do the same with the Apple Watch strapped on your wrist, but there's something fun, there's something unique about the TinyPod bringing us back to the old days with the iPod. You've got all the versatility of the Apple Watch. Let's say you're at a restaurant and you want to tip like 20%, you can go out in a dinner. Imagine you go out on a date and you bring out that TinyPod and you've got Apple Pay on your watch. You can use the calculator, you can call people, you can text, you can disconnect, go out on a hike and listen to a podcast. Now this leaves us with the question, why does this exist? Why in the world would somebody want to buy a TinyPod? And as I said in the beginning, I feel like there's something fun with this product in a world where we're constantly addicted to social media. We're always on our phones and it's sometimes extremely hard to disconnect. And the Apple Watch is a phenomenal device that lets us free from the phone when we want to, yet still feel like we're connected. And for me, I've talked a lot about this, but I kind of miss the iPod. And I just miss the times when I just listened to music. I had a device with no distractions where I just listened to music. And for me, the TinyPod or the Apple Watch reminds me of those times because I can kind of do that. And if the form factor allows me to do that, I can obviously use my Apple Watch for that. This video, by the way, is not sponsored, so I can feel free to say whatever I want and just trash about this product. And this product for me is easily trashable. I mean, At the end of the day, it's just a case, but there's just something very unique about scrolling and about the wheel actually working really well that I just know this product is not for everybody. It might not even be for me, but I just feel like it's so fun, and I just know a lot of people will truly love this. Okay, so if we go ahead and go on the TinyPod website, which by the way is absolutely beautiful, they say that they are reinventing the wheel a tiny bit, which is super funny. It's exactly what I said, right? You've got everything that you need. In a way, it's obviously in quotation marks for me, because you can obviously still do that with your Apple Watch. You've got maps, you've got photos, you've got calculator, timer, Siri, and more. Everything in the palm of your hand, and it's exactly what I was saying, right? You've got that form factor that you're just familiar with a scroll wheel you'll love, powered by Apple Watch, your phone away. So this is what they're saying. This is their marketing right here. And if we go to the bottom, this is exactly what I wanted to show you. TinyPod. It cost $89 with the scroll wheel. So it is expensive, but it kind of makes sense that they would, cost this much, because it is a mold. Like, they had to make a full-on product with this, and the scroll wheel actually working that well, I guess makes sense for the price tag to be that high. And $39 for this TinyPod Lite, which the difference is basically this is just a standard case. This doesn't do anything. There's not even a scroll wheel. It's just kind of like an iPod form factor, which I know this does not make any sense, but the standard TinyPod also does not make any sense either. But that's exactly why it makes this so fun. If you think about it, if you actually want to use your Apple Watch on your wrist, you need a two-hand movement, right? You need to grab your left hand and then with your right hand, use it. Instead, you can totally use your Apple Watch now with one hand, because I can scroll with everything, I can tap on it, and I don't need to, use two hands. So that's another advantage that this form factor has instead of just living on your wrist. Their marketing is genius, by the way. I highly suggest you to watch all of their ads. Their ads blew up on social media because this product has truly caused a lot of curiosity with a lot of people. I'd love to see a next generation TinyPod built out of a different, maybe more premium product that's currently plastic. Just imagine having the feel of like the old iPod with stainless steel. It'd be so sick. Right now, it's just made out of plastic, which is fine, I guess. That's what makes this product so unique. Look, you can even like switch through the watch faces with the wheel. TinyPod, you got my interest. I see the vision. I want more premium materials, and I wish I could actually tap on the buttons. And if I select phone on the watch, I just want to be able to tap. I know watchOS is a limitation, but I'm here to watch you grow. I'm curious. I definitely want to know what you think about this product. It's just driving me crazy every time I look at it and I play with it. I don't know if I should take it seriously or not. It's fun. I love this. Links in the description for TinyPod if you want to check it out and pick it up for yourself. Maybe this might stop your phone addiction once and for all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.